This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup, and the Lord's hand hath made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore all the nations are mad. Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed. All for her, take balm for her pain, and so she may be healed. Revelations 18 and 2. And it reads through the Holy Scriptures. And he cried with a mighty, strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become an habitation of devils, which is deceiving, and the whole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a news article for In the News on this August the 24th, 2022 at 10:35 p.m. Central Standard Time on this Wednesday night. On this August 24th. And this is a news article for In the News on Wednesday night, August 24th, 2022. And this is on from RT.com, alternative news, world news around the world. And this was published on August 24th, 2022. And the highlight of this news article for In the News for on this Wednesday night, and it reads, U.S. rent soars to another all-time high. It says, Americans' median rent rate sets a new record for the 17th straight month, climbing more than 12% from a year early. And it says Americans continues to batter by uninterrupted increase in the cost of living, with the latest indicating shows that rates for rental housing has set a new record high for the 17th straight month. The median monthly rate in the 50 large metropolitan areas jumped to $1,879 and rose up to 12.3% in July from a year early. Retailer.com reported on Wednesday the data is based on Retailer.com listing for studio, one-bedroom apartment, and two-bedroom dwellings, meaning larger apartments and houses are excluded from the median, although rent are still rising at a double-digit pace. The rates of increase has cooled from the peak of surge of 17.3 in January. The latest gain follows an increase of 14.1% from a year early in June. It says landlords has eased up on the size of rent increase, but many renters are still feeling the pinch on their monthly budgets. Retailers.com chief economic Danielle Hill said even that they still juggle higher costs for food and groceries and transportation. Rising rent and housing expenses is the biggest source of financial strain. It says the benchmark U.S. inflation rate climbs 8.5% in July, after jumping to a 40-year high of 9.1 in June. And with the national central bank pushing interest rates higher to cool inflation. The mortgage rates have climbed to the highest since November of 2008. It says making it tougher for renters to buy homes, right? So that's why they buy. Hey, even if they do not to decide to buy homes, and they still got to deal with the fact that the rent cost is constantly, consistently going up as well too. It says new home sales tumbled 29.6%, right? Because the housing market is kind of in limbo right now. You know, it says the new home sales tumbled 29.6% on year in July. It says the U.S. Census Bureau reported on Tuesday. However, even the demand showing the average price of a newly built home rose to $546,800, up to 23% from a year early. It says many renters are simply tapped out. Hale said between soaring inflation, higher gas prices, and the stocks and cryptocurrency markets taking a beating, that has less cash on hand to spend more on housing. Yeah, because the increase of the hyperinflation, the increase of rent paying every month, high rent every month and every year as well too. And the cost of living, the gas prices, food, your internet bill, your phone bill, your cell phone bill, your house bill, you know, have clothes on your back, you know, for gas to get a point A to point B back and forth to work, you know, then you don't have enough money to be able to spend for yourself, or for your family, to go out to, to a dinner, or sometimes go to the show, or go to a public event and stuff like that. So, this the high cost of living is definitely taking toll on American citizens, and it's going to continue to be like that, even if Joe Biden saying that Inflation Act into law. It's still going to have inflation rates throughout the roof, consumer spending throughout the roof, the cost of gas prices, the cost of food, and the cost of living of everything in the housing market is not going to be so good. At times it might show signs of good signs, and then there's going to be times it's not going to show any good signs as it continue to be in limbo, as it continue to be in the balance scale as far as the economics of the housing market as well too, and the consistently of rent for renters are going up. Either it's for a apartment, or for it's a condo or a complex as well too, or in a house, because consistently the rent goes up every year. It all depends on the situation with you and your landlord, or the housing, or the mortgage you pay for your house and stuff like that. So these things consistently going up. That shows you more signs of modern day Babylon. It's definitely falling on an economic scale. There you have it. The consumer pricing went from 9.1% in June, and July 8.5%. Even though that's a little slight decline of that, but that shows you there's still the more spending of consumer here in Babylon the Great. So it's going to continue to dwindle and decline as well too. In all the other categories that I named. To the house mortgages, to the cost of living, to the cost of rent is going to take a toll on the citizens, unless there might be some type of solution, to have increased affordable housing or affordable mortgages for the American citizens out there. Because right now, at the moment, it really kind of takes a toll on them because they trying to balance out if they're going to have some saved in their bank account, their checkings, their savings, their 401k plan. And sometimes they have to take money out of their savings or checking or their 401 future retirement plan money as well too. Because balancing the bills and stuff like that, and they kind of take a toll on them, and as we see right here, U.S. rent soars to another all-time high, especially with the market. The housing market is continuing to go up, and the cost of living is going up, and it's going to be continuing to be like this. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And right, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Barkakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And before I close out this sit-down lesson on this August the 24th, 2022, at 10:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, on this Wednesday night, 10:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yeah, expect to see more, the housing market continuing to increase with the cost of living is being more expensive now more than ever, and everything in all other categories is going to continue to be high as well too. Even if Joe Biden had people that went to college that graduated a few years back, now they got careers and stuff, and they trying to have he had made that announcement today about the student loan relief. We'll see if that might works to the financial debt burden on the American citizens. We'll see if that'll make a change, if possible, But you're still dealing with the fact that everything is consistently going up, and especially you have the rent soars at an all-time high, and we'll see the Biden administration and President Joe Biden see if he can make some changes to that, because everything, as you see, modern days is everything consistently going up, with the continuing hyperinflation. Even though it eased a little bit, you still got consumer spending at an 8.5% high in the month of July all the way into August. So in the next couple of months, as we enter fall and winter, we'll see if the hyperinflation might continue to ease, or it goes back up, or gas prices go back up, or the food goes back up, and the cost of living continue to get more difficult for American citizens as they try to balance their money and balance out the bills as well too, So with that, I will say shalom and a ball.